Hey guys, so today is day 15 of the circuit breaker. We have passed the halfway mark already, right? And wow, last night we had some very special, interesting news. First time in history, I think oil prices have gone negative. Yeah, what does that mean? Actually, I'm not the economist and I'm not an oil trader, so I don't want to talk about it too much. But let's talk about land prices in Singapore. Land prices, will it crash or not? Despite this, in the midst of this coronavirus pandemic. Yeah. So I think land price in Singapore is very much controlled by the Singapore government. Our measures, our cooling measures and our loosening measures have worked very well for the government, and the land prices or property prices in general for many years already. So government intervention is very strong in Singapore. So what this means is that actually it's quite safe for us to be property owners in Singapore, because we know our government is playing a very proactive role in managing prices here, yeah, be it going too high or going too low. Okay, so the first thing is some of my clients ask me why land price I wait for a land price to crash lah. I wait for a land price to crash 20%, 15%, then 2 years later, then I buy when it start to recover. So the question I have for them when they have this type of mentality is, wait for 1 year, 2 years later, then buy. My question to them is, then how about construction cost? How about materials? How about labor? How about marketing costs and legal costs? Today versus 2 or 3 years later, are these costs higher or lower? Let's ask ourselves this question. The cost will rise, right? I think the cost will rise. So whatever land price crash you can see that will happen in a year or two, it may be negated by the increase in other costs. The developer has to incur all these costs. They hire people, they need lawyers and staff and all that stuff. It all adds up. So would it make sense or not? No, I don't know whether it makes sense to you, but a lot of people always say, it's the best time to buy was yesterday. I don't know if you agree or not, but yeah, this is what I hear a lot, right? Next thing, one of my clients asked me is that he holds a old condo, right, in the east side, and asked me, when enbloc, when is the next enbloc coming up? I think as we see, enbloc cycles are pretty much in a circle, are cyclical. So what happens is usually government will release land, when there is demand, right? Then developers will bid for this land. So when the developers, right, they are also answering to shareholders. A lot of the developers are listed company, Listco, right? So when the revenues start to fall or stagnate, then the shareholders will ask them, can you go and buy more land? Can you go and generate revenue or not? So that's when developers go and hunt for land in the 2017-2018 period. They couldn't find a lot of government land to tender for already. So then they had to go to the private sector or to the existing old condos and go and buy them over. So what this means is that in every 5-10 years there will be a cycle where developers, right, would need to generate revenue, and they need to buy more land to generate revenue for their companies. And when they find out that government land not enough for them to generate the kind of revenue, then they will go back to the old condos, and pick up some collective sale lands, right, to redevelop. Again, this one is really dollars and cents. The sums that they do, the analysis that they do, it's really case to case, and also depending on the time, the economy at that time. Yeah, so I guess the first thing is, today, the first point I want to drive is that today, don't buy today. 2 years later, how about labor costs, construction costs, marketing costs? Will they increase? Number two is that, developers will carry on to acquire land regardless whether it's GLS, government land sale, or private enbloc sales, just to generate revenue and also to meet the demands of the growing population. Singapore's population will carry on to grow. Government has already said that. So that's what keeps the real estate market in Singapore ticking. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so see you guys. Have fun, enjoy yourselves at home, and stay safe.